It's two steps forward, one step back for the Borough. Good evening, Chris. How are you?
I'm all right. It is what it is at the end of the day. It was a tough week and it was a tough result to get, but just one of those bad days at the office again.
I mean, from someone who has only seen the highlights of the game, it seemed like it was standard Borough. You moved the ball really, really quickly, scored some good goals, went in at the back at times, just looked like a team who've only just been playing together for a couple of weeks. At times defensively, it looked a bit of a shambles. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally going to call it a second half FC now because the first half, yeah, it was I would say the first 5 minutes we had control of the game. We were great going forward, and after that, it's almost as if we gave up. Um, so their first goal was absolutely it was outrageous. And again, we conceded a worldly goal, but at the same time, we shouldn't be allowing the opposition to create spaces for these worldly goals to happen. Again, second goal penalty. Lucas Engel had a bit of a stinker um, in that retrospect, and then it came at half time. And I was thinking in my head, we're going to bring it back. We always do. We always play so much better in the second half. And then we scored two goals in about 4 minutes, second half. And I'm like, yeah, we're getting the winner here. The atmosphere is absolutely bouncing. I'm feeling mint. I've just downed my coffee, so I'm getting a proper buzz on. And then they go and score off the rebound when Senny Dieng makes such a phenomenal save,
Yeah,
anyways.
it was a good
And then
save, wasn't it?
it was fantastic save, but no one's there at the back post to sweep it up afterwards. So it's such a roller coaster being a Borough fan. But
Yeah.
again, we can score, but we were so leaky in defence, and it was just gutting to see in the stands.
Yeah, it reminded me of that game against Stoke, of the Riverside a couple of weeks ago. When you just again defensively just look a different side. I've got
Yeah,
to mention the strong following that Borough got. It's been raised in many Bristol City forums that obviously I read in preparation for this. How just good, first of all, the Borough numbers were travelling on a cold Saturday down to Bristol. So credit to you, and also you sang your hearts out throughout all of it. So I mean they're being backed, aren't they? This Borough side, and perhaps. If that's going to be the standard away following all season, perhaps Borough on the road are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
yeah, we've got a fantastic following. Even a couple of weeks ago, we had such a great following at Norwich, and then selling out Exeter and Plymouth, and it was two games in the same week. Um, it's a fantastic following, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. It's what gets me through the week. Um, I just when it comes to Borough fans, sometimes when we go through a string of bad form, it's like the fans turn when it's like it shouldn't be the case. We've got a fantastic manager. Some of my mates saying it's going to be a rebuild season, but there's quality in our team. You can clearly see, especially going forward. It's just our defence. It's such a punch to the gut to see Lenahan's out for the rest of the season, as well as Tommy Smith. So I know what question you're asking me about January, and I think you already know my answer.
Go on, then we'll ask you anyway. What does Middlesbrough need in January?
We had a centre half on loan. I mean, it's great to see Matt Clark come back from injury. He was fantastic before he got his injury. He got player of the year at West Brom when he was there. There's a lot of quality in him, but due to his injury and due to the longevity of his injury, we just need someone else just to fill in that back line and add a bit of security. It's just frustrating seeing the amount of goals we're leaking in because it's a goal at one end and then we're going to concede straight afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's not the best to watch, but I will never any other way.
Okay. And dare we ask about Middlesbrough finances? Is there likely to be cash made available in January?
It's a tough one. It's a real tough one because um, I feel like the club's skint at the moment, but then obviously we sold Jed, sold Tavernier, and I think we when it came to the sale of Tavernier, we got loan payments to be able to use those funds in the upcoming season. So I reckon in January is probably going to be a loan job. Um, that's the world we live in these days. we're a millionaire club in a billionaire's game. Well, Premier League, but that's why sometimes I think just Gibson even want us to go up because he's killing the obvious depth. But biggest aim is just to get at least in the playoff.
Okay, and can I just ask you selfishly, your Middlesbrough, the one of the few sides which can understand points deductions in the Premier League. Where do you stand on the recent points deduction for 10 points for financial fair play in the Premier League?
Oh, it's really extremely harsh because you look at some other clubs who've done the exact same, if not worse. Nothing's been done about that. I don't know what's going on in the Premier League. I don't know if it's money talking. I don't know what's going on. One of me best mates is a toffee, so a little slight part of me felt a bit smug. But at the end of the day, it's someone's football club.
Right.
It's really worrying, especially if you go into a new stadium as well. But I just wonder how the protest. I wonder what's going to happen now.
Yeah, well, Everton Borough might be the first fixture in the new stadium next year. We're waiting to see. Spring in,
When you stay off.
yeah. Let's bring back in our Leeds fan. Chris for now.